Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Flower, and if you're seeing this girl for the first time, you're welcome. Anyway, guys, we are back today with another story time. One upon a time, baby girl story time. But before we jump into the video, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Comment down below on what you think about this whole story that I'm about to say. And without wasting much of your time, let the story begin. Glass of juice, coffee, anything you like drinking, and let's start. So, guys, well, you guys know as a student, sometimes you find yourself in difficulty. Imagine you being on holiday and you don't have anything to do. So, I decided to go and look for a job. And the topic of today's story is my boss wanting that in exchange of me keeping my job. I mean, I know a lot of young ladies go through, do go through stuff like that in a daily basis where you are being asked to give your body in exchange of your salary or keeping your job and stuff. So, but by that time, I was looking for a job. I didn't know the actual particular job that I wanted. All I wanted was just to go out every morning, meet with new people and get to associate with other people. I mean, get to find out what the outside really look like, get to find out what it actually, the feeling of you having to work for your money and receiving the salary. Like that feeling is just like you spending the money that you have worked so hard for. So, but then by that time, I didn't have anything. So I thought, okay, you know what? I was looking for a job, and you guys know how hard it is to get a job. So I finally got a restaurant job. I was so excited. I'm like, anything that will make me get out of this house, I'm sorry. Let's just get out. And then I didn't have any experience on that. I went for training for like 3 weeks, and then I was taught everything I know that I needed to know. And I got called for an interview. This is the thing where, you know, your dream become your reality. I mean, like, like what you dream of become like, that dream that you just have in mind, that expectation that you just have in mind, and then it will never happen in reality. I mean, what I thought and what I got were two different things. I got into the office where I was supposed to be interviewed, and first of all, I had to wait there for an hour. They were like, "Now the manager is coming. Just wait here." I'm like, "Okay, fine. I don't have any problem with me waiting because now who am I? I'm the one looking for a job. So what's up?" Um, I sat there for like an hour just for me to realize that the person who was standing just in front of me, like not like in front of me, but not to the door where I was sitting was actually the manager. Cool. I don't have any problem with that. He could have been busy or had something in mind or or it was during his break time, so I didn't want like to feel like, okay, I came here for an interview and why will you keep me waiting? I mean, if you want something in life, you gotta learn how to humble yourself. Cool. And the guy came to the office, but I had my CV on. First of all, my sister helped me, but remember, it was my first job. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I was lost and confused. My heart was beating as hell. I mean, like my heart could actually like come out of my shirt. But then I had to like hold myself. I'm like, you know what? You work hard for it, so you can't just come this far and give up at this point. So I waited there, and then he came to the office and he was, asking me questions. I mean, he came to the office, and the funny part of this whole thing is the guy stood there. The only thing he asked me was, "What is your name?" And he looks at me and it's like, "The job is yours." Me being so nervous and so, under pressure and me not knowing what to expect. I was so happy that, okay, fine. You know what? God just sent this guy to come and save me because I didn't know exactly what I was even going to answer you, brother. Because at this point, you just saved my whole interview. The guy looked at me, was like, the job is yours. I was so excited. I got home. I didn't have any uniform. I had to force my sister to take me to town to buy all the uniform that you know, that was required for the job. A black jean, a blue t-shirt, and black shoes. He went to town. We bought all the uniform, and the first day of the first day I got into the workplace, that where the 9 month just just started. This looking at me and say the job is yours. He had like there was he hired me based on what he wanted. If you guys understand what I'm trying to say, I mean what. So I got there on the first day, and then he looked at me. He was standing there smoking with his friend, and then they looked at me from head to toe. They were like, "Oh, baby girl, you look good today." I'm like, "Oh, okay," because now I, I want a job and I got employed, so I gotta work hard for my money. I'm not here to play, and nobody reject compliments. I'm like, okay, thank you, sir. I went into the kitchen where we were keeping the bag, tried to work, and they were taking me around and stuff because remember it was my first time, do that kind of job, and yeah, so I had to like adapt to the environment, understand what the job is all about, and then. Unfortunately, when the guy was explaining to me the uniform, it was supposed to be a blue jean, so he told me a black jean, and I went to him. I'm like, he's my manager. Let me just quickly go and see what he can do for me. I went to the manager. I'm like, okay, bro, you told me it was a black jean. Now it turned out to be a blue jean, and I can't probably go home now. Don't you have anything for me? Like I will give it back to you when I get my salary at the end of the month. The guy was like, "No, I'm gonna help you, but the money is at home. Can you please wait for me when I'm done with my job?" I'm like, "Okay, what time are you finishing? What time are you closing?" The guy was like, "I'm closing around 7 or half past 7 p.m." I'm like, "Bro, there will be no shop open by that time. Then how will I get the opportunity to go and buy that blue jean that I wanted?" And then the guy was like, "Now you have to come to my house and stuff." At that point, I knew that this guy was up to something. Like when you know what somebody has in mind and you are pretending, and you're actually pretending to play dumb, blind, and deaf. So I was just playing along. I'm like, "No, what? I can't come to your house. I will just go home and just talk to my sister about it and stuff." The guy got angry, but what can your anger possibly do to somebody like me? I don't care, man. If you want to blow up, it's your business, bro. So I came home. I told my sister about it, but luckily she had some old blue jeans, so I had to wear them in the meantime. And I got to work the second day, and then but I was tired that day, standing up the whole day. But that job, you will lose weight just by standing up in one place for like a whole 8 hours standing. And then after work, I took a taxi and I came home. Immediately when I got home, my manager called me, and then the guy was like, how was work today?" I'm like, "The work was fine." I was like, "A beautiful lady like you is not supposed to suffer." And I hate when somebody will be like, "A beautiful lady like you is not supposed to suffer." I mean, I used kind of say that only ugly ones who are supposed to suffer. Is there anything like being ugly in this life? Because everybody is beautiful in their own way. I can book an Uber for you, then I will massage your leg. Nah, nah. I'm like, for that Christmas, I beg. Massage my leg as my boyfriend, my husband, or my fiance, and my brother, excuse me. Don't worry, I will put my legs into hot water. And I slept. I went home then. I went to work the next day. The guy started giving me so much work. Here's the thing, most of my friends are boys. So I know this boy thing, like when a guy asks you for something and then you say no, and then there will be like, let me just, make her life miserable so that at the end of the day to give up and to be like, okay, let me just give you what you want. Or when they see that you are desperate for that money, they will use that opportunity like to just push cheer on your face because they know that without this money you are nothing. But that's not me. No matter how much I need that money, my respect comes first. If you can't pay me for my work, then to hell with you and your money. I don't give a damn about it. And then I went to work the next day, like I said, and then the guy was giving me extra job, and I was just laughing. Any job he was giving me, I would do it with all my heart. I would be laughing, and I would be like, "Oh, bro, is there any other job you have for me, or excuse me? This one was small." And then the guy realized that this wasn't working for him. Like it wasn't working for him. And then he started giving me more job and more job and more job. And I was getting tired of this whole thing because remember, I actually got this job because I wanted to, for my personal reasons, I wanted to get to know what the outside look like. I wanted to get to know what is it like to work for somebody, what is it like to wake up every morning and, just go to work. And it turned out to be like, you want to sleep with me for that particular thing that I want. Excuse me, I don't understand. It's not like I need it. I want it. I mean, there's a difference between needing something and wanting something. And then, uh, the fourth day of my work, or fifth day, I went to him and I'm like, you know what, bro? If you can't pay me for my money or my hard work, then I'm gonna quit. And then the guy was like, why will you quit the job just for a simple assignment? Just come to my house, let's do it quick, quick. And then, or we can be friend with interest or friend with benefit. I'm like, I'm not a property to be borrowed, or I'm not a property to be shared or food to just, give around like, I don't understand. I'm not Mother Christmas. I don't just distribute anyhow. I value myself. I respect myself. I work hard for myself. So there's no way I'm gonna throw away all this hard work just because of common sense. For how much? 7,000. It's not worthy of it. And I quit the job at the end of the day. And then I left. I'm like, if you can't pay me for my job, then to hell with your job and your money. And then I quit the job, and then 2 weeks later, the guy called me, was like, just in case you are looking for a job, just give them my number so that I can, talk to them on your behalf. Because normally when you are looking for a job, there will be looking for work experience and stuff. And then I'm like, no, I'm not giving you anybody number. If I'm looking for another job, I will find a way to get that job by myself with myself. Because after all, for me to get this job that would deny me, like you deny me of, I had to work hard to get it. And then it's like, okay, fine, guys. And then a couple of months later on, I mean, the person who had this idea of creating social media, God will bless that person. He will be blessed beyond his imagination. Guys, I will log into my Instagram account months later just to find out that the guy was actually getting married. So the guy was looking for the last food, if not the last food um to eat, or somebody to damage before he can actually get married. Guys, I was confused and shocked at the same time that this the whole thing that makes me angry, that and it even make me just give up in looking for a job. I'm like, what is the point of looking for a job if they are going to ask you to exchange your body for that same job that you actually work so hard to get? So, guys, that was my experience on my first job ever. I mean, stuff. So, guys, I don't know what you guys think about this video, but whatever you think about this video, don't forget to like, drop it in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, comment in the comment section. And if that wasting much of your time, see you guys on our next video. Bye.